Thank you so much, ma'am, for accepting our request and giving your valuable time for us. Now, I hand over the session to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the nice introduction. So the topic for the day is Indian investment for venture capital funding markets. Hope you are all aware about what is a startup. It may be an idea for developing a product, or it may be an idea for doing a kind of service. So whatever may be the idea, either it is for product or for service. Hope I'm audible and my screen is visible. Can I have a ground check? Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes. So thanks for the confirmation. So this particular title has been allotted under the theme of Institution Innovation Council. So we have lot of streams of Institution Innovation Council. Like we have creative thinking, we have design thinking, we have creativity and innovation, we have startup, we have what to say, incubation and pre-incubation opportunities. Like 4 categories were available. Under that, this angel investment or venture capital funding is allotted for a startup. Whenever I have an idea, any kind of idea, so a lot of products are available, lot of services we are consuming so far. It has been launched 100 years before, 200 years before. We are using the same kind of service. We are using the same kind of product nowadays to say, for example, a safety pin, right? So it is looking small, very small in size, but it has been invented 126 years before. But still, it does not have any change in its original size and specification. So on day one, how it has been launched, how it has been invented, till now we are following the same specification, same size. Only the material has been changed because of our convenience. We used to have fiber material, plastic material, wood, like stainless steel. These are all the materials have been modified, but it has not been changed in its shapes and dimension. So this is what. So lot of products earlier it has been launched 100 years before. Now we are using still. So for these kind of products, how we can able to make the product to customer to make it available to the consumer. That's what we are saying about angel investment or venture capital. Suppose I am doing my family owned business, so a lot of investors were available, my friends, my relatives, my family generation by generation for the past 100 years, 200 years. I am doing my same family. There are ground person, they are able to invest on my business. So I do not want to bother about whatever may be the updation I want to do, simply I can do it. But nowadays, you might not be having any background person to support you. Only you may have idea. You do not have any funding. No problem. You do not worry about that. So there comes this angel investors and venture capitalists. So only you can explain your idea. They are ready to finance. They are ready to supply money. You can able to procure lot of fund, or you can source fund through these persons. So they are ready to support you in launching your idea as product or service. That is what the scenario of having angel investor or venture capital for promoting best idea. You are having an idea, but do not have any support. You do not have any money. You don't have any neighbors, relatives, no government, because all the nationalized banks are asking for support. So they either you want to mortgage your property or you want to pledge your documents to them, like educational documents or some other background document like property document. You want to pledge to them, then only they can provide loans. So you want to go for surety, you want to go for collateral. So lot of uh, stuffs you want to process or you want to forward to get fund from any banks, any other financial institutions. So instead of going and having a pledge towards your data, your document, you can able to directly go to a person who is ready to finance for your idea. So they are called as both angel investor and venture capital. So the basic difference between angel investors and venture capital, let me explain. So venture capitalists may be providing fund. You can able to approach them. They can readily provide fund for the idea which you are having. So they will be providing a long-term support. So they are not a short-term fund provider. More number of years, they will be able to support you. So until unless you are getting your break even. So the return on investment when you are gaining till date, they will be extending their support. They are called as venture capital. So they are providing initial amount once they assure that you are able to get sufficient return on investment, not in an immediate case. Might be later than 4 years, 5 years in the span, you may be able to get return on investment. So based on that confirmation only, they are providing fund. So they may be the third party, they may be able to provide option. They may be able to provide funding. Whereas angel investors, they will be providing like a seed money. Say, for example, your investment for the project which you are going to carry is 10 lakhs. They may be the provider of 10,000 or 1 lakh. So this person might not be an outsourced or might not be an external person. They will be coming from your own background. They may be your father, mother, they may be your friend, they may be your relatives, neighbors, all are known person to you. So they will be readily providing funding to the development of your idea to the next stage. Like say, for example, prototype or proof of concept level stage. So you might be aware about what is prototype, what is proof of concept. So let me not touch in that scenario. My title is venture capital and angel investment fund for providing a support to the startup finance. So if I have an idea, I can able to write a proposal for my idea. So how about the feasibility? How about the scalability of the idea? How can I approach them? So what are the requirements I want to have? What are the input I'm going to pursue? So how I'm going to get return on investment? How can I get recovery of my original investment? So I want to write it as a proposal. I want a lot budget. I want to appoint management representatives for executing that project. So these are the scenarios I have to take carry while applying for venture capital support or angel investment support. So what is my idea? What is the basic purpose of its establishment? Say, for example, kind of product, we have a like stainless steel bottle, copper braced bottle, brace material bottle, coated material bottle, copper coated material bottle, wood bottle. So like mud, the bottle which has been framed with mud, which has been produced with mud. A single water bottle can able to make with fiber, with stainless steel, with vacuum, like with mud, with what to say, copper or brass. So through these areas, I can able to make sure that my product is available. So how can I source? If I'm going with stainless steel, if I'm going to with fiber material, if I'm going with copper or brass material or like mud material, what about the source of procurement? From where I'm going to procure? I might not be having a support. This may be located somewhere else. For freight alone, I have to pay much more expenditure. So can I have any local provider? Or can I get the local provider support to ship the material from their place to my place? How can I make sure? I'm not having fund again. I have an idea to produce a copper material bottle, water bottle, or mud related bottle. This is what my idea. I have a raw idea in my hand. I want to refine it. I want to work on it, whether it is feasible. How can I make? What to be done? What not to be done? What about the scalability of this idea? Can I get any funding support from government? Sorry. When can I get return on investment? So these are the scenario I have to think. For that, I want to make a blueprint. So like, what about the allotted budget, from where I'm going to procure the material, how I'm going to get the material from the supplier place to my place, how it is going to be transferred as a final product, where I'm going to store that as an inventory unit. So how I'm going to make from inventory or to the consumer's place or customer's place. These are the scenarios I have to discuss. So for this, I can able to have a business proposal. So initially we will be dealing with business model canvas or lean model canvas. So while preparing the 9-parameter lean model canvas itself, I come to know that this product is feasible. This is viable. I can make it as a minimum viable product. I can scale the product. Say, for example, it is only for like Wipro, an example. So this product has been launched in initially, or they are originated with sunflower oil making, refinery oil division. Later on, they have entered into information technology field. Then they have come up with electronics, like electrical, like Wipro bulbs and equipment, electrical appliances. Then they have gone with Wipro baby products. So they diversified into different categories, different areas where they located their product, where they located their ideas. So information technology field, they are able to follow some strategies. The same strategies cannot be working on electrical manufacturing company, appliances manufacturing. The same strategy cannot be applied for refinery division. So different kind of strategy, different kind of proposal. So there comes that lean model canvas. So they will be evaluating the feasibility. They will be evaluating the scalability. Say, for example, Wipro baby products. So they restricted their customer base or market as infant. Okay. So whether it is scalable for that particular locality alone can be done. So 1,000 products I have produced. Can I make it as 5,000? Can I make it as 10,000 or 1 lakh? Is it feasible to make or to multiply or to manipulate the number of products from one particular lesser number to greater number? That comes scalability. See, some products we cannot able to scale it up. Say, for example, uh, a boiler manufacturing company. They are producing boilers for getting the steel for the steel companies to make it. So that boiler has been made with the help of a steel. Then they are putting water that has been boiled and that has been converted as steam. That steam is going to rotate a kind of machine rotor. From that, the electricity will be. So that type of company, they may have a target that 1 year, 1 boiler, 1 year, 2 boilers. This is alone they can able to do because it is a heavy vehicle or heavy manufacturing company. They cannot make it as every day 10 boilers, every day 20 boilers. So the type of product which you are choosing, you have to check it for its scalability. Can I make multiple numbers? Is it feasible to make multiple numbers or not? That has to be checked. There comes scalability. So while going to have a proposal for either venture capital financing or angel investing funding option, I want to check, is my product feasible for this kind of scenario? Is my product is feasible? It can be scaled or not? It can be multiplied or not? Say, for example, like a small parts producers, say an electronics company. Every day they may be producing a lot of consumables. Say like diodes, they may be producing like resistors, they may be producing small kits, they may be small sensors, they may be. So one can be done on 1 day. It can be done in terms of 2 or 3. So easily they can multiply because the size, the scenario, the reservation, the inventory, everything is small in number. Okay. So that is what you have to check whether the product is able to get scalable option, minimum viable product, whether it can have its own viability. Can it be done or not? Hope I'm going in the right way. Can anyone give a feedback? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you all able
Everything
to
is fine.
follow me?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you understand my language?
Yes, ma'am. No problem, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Right. So I want to check it for its scalability and minimum viable product. Say, for example, uh, like if a manufacturer is producing glass related product, so they have to check its viability. Say, for example, while shipping a heavy glass from one place to another place, they have to ensure the safety of that product while shipping. It does not get any damage, it does not going to be broken, so that and all the stuffs. So while launching the product, while shipping or transporting a product one from one place to another place, if it is a small sized or thin sized glass, anytime it can be broken. So fragile, so handle with care. Okay, it is more fragile, handle with care. Likewise, they will be giving some general instructions or handling instruction for a particular glass related product. So you have to check its viability. Similar way, if a toy manufacturer is manufacturing a new toy, in the box of the or cover of the toy itself, they will be mentioning warning, not for less than 3 years. The product is not useful, or the product is not advised to be given to less than 3 years infants. Okay, more than 3 years. So high battery. So the fuel cells are very high. So it can be given to age group of above 6 years. So these are the general warning they will be giving before the use, before selling the product to the customer. So similar way warning. Whenever we are traveling in electric train or any other metro train, so high voltage, so they will be giving a caution symbol. So that and all, the viability, whether the product has been useful by all case, or it is for only these particular scenarios. This alone, above 3 years alone can be used, above 5 years or 6 years alone can be used. So that kind of scenario you want to check it. Okay, so there comes minimum viability of a product. So minimum tolerance or minimum guarantee to use that product. Say, for example, I am buying a pen for 10 rupees. My friend is also buying a pen for 10 rupees. So both are showing to another friend. So that friend is saying that, what will be the cost of this pen? Is it costing 10 rupees? Okay, the right estimation, because I also pursued with same perception that another friend is also pursued. So original cost he has revealed, but another friend's 10 rupees pen, he is saying that, is it costing 70 or 60 rupees? That means the product is being seen in their perspective that it is a higher end one. So you have to add aesthetic features for your product. So 10 rupees is an estimation. You are expecting your friend to say, if he is expecting or if he is telling more than 10, valid. So you may have a satisfaction that, yes, I bought a worthy pen with reasonable cost. But he is asking that, is it costing 1 rupee? Then automatically I will broke up. Wow, what is this question? What, how are you asking, or what are you asking? Both have bought from same shop and for same price, and you are asking my pen is costing 1 rupees and her or his pen is costing 70 rupees. What is this nonsense? You will be asking. So this kind of thing. So minimum you are fixing some sort of expectation in your mind that this product should be observed by the observer, or it is subjective that the opponent has to give this particular price. You are expecting they have to say 10 or more. If they are saying less than 10, even it is 9, okay, you may be accepting. But they are saying 1 rupee, or did you get with free of cost? Did anyone give to you? So if it is so, automatically you will feel busted. So that is what you have to check it. So minimum viability, validity, similar way, the durability of the product also coming under the MVP category. So the durability in the sense, if I'm using, say for example, Nokia phones are more durable than other brands. Even though you are throwing it or unwantedly or unknowingly it has been fallen, it is not going to create any harm to the device. Automatically you can able to use it, while once you switch it off, you may be using it. Okay, but other smartphones like any other brand, ABC brand, if it has been unexpectedly fallen down, immediately display will be going out, or monitor will be broken, or you cannot use it for a while. You have to switch it off, you have to wait for longer hours. So that is a kind of durability. So minimum viable product should ensure reliability, durability. So for expecting these kind, You want to check. So what about the venture capital? So the venture capital will be expecting how about your MEP, how about the scalability of your product, how far you are giving reliability to the customer's money. Okay. So how you can able to ensure that it is viable, it is tolerable, it is good. I am not been cheated by someone. So these are all the kind of scenario I have to check. For that, I have to prepare a proposal. So by having a strong proposal in my hand, that is when I am going to get return on investment. How long I want to get. So what about the break even point of my product? So if I have minimum years of break even point, lot of investors will be investing steadily on me. If I do not have, I say that it will take minimum 20 years to get the original investment. It will take minimum 25 years to get the original investment. If it is so, no investor will be readily investing on it. So they'll be saying that how long you are going to get, or how can I have an assurance that you will be getting a return on investment. So these are the questions to be answered whenever I'm seeking an attention to attract an venture capitalist or angel investor. So there only I'm going for business model canvas or lean model canvas. So or it is a kind of a business plan or an idea proof or a budget proposal. Once I've got a budget proposal, readily I can go and meet my investors, my external recipients. So they will be understanding my idea and they will be giving a ready-made fund. Okay, so this is what the need, why we are going for a business proposal to attract, to get angel investors' attention, to seek angel investors or venture capitalists' attention. So whenever we are going to talk about this venture capital or angel investor, compulsorily we have to go with a business plan. Idea has to be converted as a final product. For that, you are in need of a business plan. So if you got, then comes the title. So the venture capital, it is a form of equity financing. So I can source fund from many person. So I can able to procure, I can pitch into various domains. Lot of capitalists, venture capitalists can able to fund. Say for example, we have Uber, we have Ola cabs. Okay. So for Ola cabs alone, more than 15 angel investors were available. Okay. For like the products which you are having, just dial, just ride. So for just ride, we have a smart bike. So just for that, more than 20 venture capitalists are available. So all will fund. So I can prepare lot of funding so that I can expand, or with that amount, excess amount, I can able to source more number of money. I can expand my business. See, our Ratan Tata, right? So father of Nano Man. So he himself is an venture capitalist. He is doing more number of venture capitalist financing for more than 15 companies in India alone. One is Aether, Ola Electric. Okay. So Aether Electric, he is providing fund. IBBO, he is providing fund. Big Basket, he is providing fund. So one venture capitalist can able to source funding, can able to provide funding to more number of new startups. Okay. The condition for venture capital financing is sure you will be getting return on investment or profit within 4 to 5 years of your investment. Based on that only you can able to source lot of funding. Okay. So now I may explain about what is. So the equity financing, which is specifically designed for the funding high risk and high reward projects. So more number of turnkey projects are available. Say for example, we have got in our state, Tamil Nadu, we have got Kudangulam project. So for this Kudangulam, we have got a collaboration with the Russian government. So they provided sourcing. That is the design, the technical details for making this project, atomic power station project, they have been given. And we have procured human resource. So both have been collaborated, both Tamil Nadu government and Russian countries company have joined together. They establish a mass setup. So government alone will not be a fund provider. So they may be getting fund from philanthropists, multimillionaires. So they will be donating funds under their CSR. So through that, they have developed. So whenever the investment is huge and risk, because it is a government project or public sector project, it may be taking. We have metro rail projects. So one government, local government, will be having a tie-up with any other foreign country's company. So both will be joining together. They will be making a setup. So they will be enhancing. And after setting up 2 to 3 years, they'll be running on a trial basis. Then they'll be dedicated to the local government or national government. So this is what the scenario. So whenever the risk for the product is high, the capital gain or return on investment is very high, but in the long run, not in the short term. Minimum it will take 4 to 5 years time. If it is so, the venture capitalists are ready to invest on that kind of projects. So this is what the basic definition of venture capitalist. And these are the major features. That's what I said already. High risk because you are making that project as a trial basis. You might not be knowing you will be getting stated return on investment, or you might not be knowing whether you are going for turnaround of your project, turning around of your project. You might not be aware of that. So the risks are very high and the investment is also very high. You are unable to source from single investor. You can go with multiple investors. So there comes high risk and financing high tech projects. The project with single investment is not at all feasible. Technically, I am not aware. Financially, I am not afford to update this kind of project. See, we have refinery work given by uh, Reliance. So Reliance Refinery Industries on Arabian Sea, they have been set up. All right, a refinery division, they are going to extract crude oil. So we have more number of crude oil facilities in our Arabian Sea. They have started a plant and they have been started to do lot of research to extract the crude oil. Might be it is more than 1,000 kilometers depth of the sea. So all of a sudden it cannot be extracted. So it needs huge amount of funding. So they can able to get because government of India can able to get the help of Reliance Industries. They have joined together and they have started this extraction of crude oil from the ocean. So for these kind, minimum 1,000 crores, minimum 100 crores, minimum 10,000 crores, 10 million crores, they may be in it. So whenever high-tech projects which needs high amount of investment and which is having more number of risk, you want to go for a kind of venture capital. Then comes it is for longer period. You have a source that you will be getting return on investment within at least 4 to 5 years. Better you can able to go to and venture capital and you can propose your idea. They will be readily funded. Then these are the major advantages of venture capitalists. They someone has raised your hand. If you have any doubt at the end of the session, let me answer. Hope you are okay with that. Anyone? Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am. By mistake, they have raised a hand, ma'am. You please continue.
So hope I'm able to follow. Someone else. Okay. So at the end of the hour, I will be explaining whatever doubts you have. Right? So are you able to follow, ma'am? Am I going in the right track?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So once you identify that you are going to get venture capitalist funding, for that, already I said, you have to have a better proposal for your idea. If the proposal is good enough, if you are going to get return on investment within the stipulated period, then you can able to better directly go and approach any venture capitalist. So they are ready to source fund even in terms of crores, even in terms of million fish. So, but the kind is you want to get one best idea to be executed effectively, and you want to get clear explanation, clear knowledge about the particular idea. And as well, and that idea should not be gone with any infringement cases. That should be your novel idea, which should be your original idea. So that alone you have to ensure. You do not want to bother about funding option. Others are there, they will be providing. If it is feasible, your idea is good, they will be voluntarily providing funding. So that's what. So the advantage of venture capital is economic, as you all know, as you all aware about, economic is monetary form of benefit. How can I get monetary form of benefit? So because more number of new projects, so I'm affordable, I can able to do. If I'm not afford, no innovations, no renovations can be happen. So for that, if I'm going with any venture capital support, they will be providing fund to me. So I can able to expand my business. I can able to provide multiple number of supplies for a expected product so that demand can be reduced, supply can be meet out the demand, expected demand. So it helps in the industrialization of the country, technological development. You might not be the outdated product use. Lot of new technology, lot of R&Ds are working. Every day we are getting an updated product. So yesterday I bought a product. Today I'm going to get a new product. There may be some sort of features. Say, for example, we have this like online forum, online platform, the WhatsApp which we are using, the Telegram app which we are using. It has lot of additions, value additions to the original version. Day by day, the additions are more. Say, for example, in WhatsApp and all, initially we have able to share media, multimedia messages like voice, text, that alone we have shared. Nowadays, I can able to do editing. I can able to convert that document as a PDF. I do not want to use my laptop. If I'm traveling, I cannot carry my laptop. Simply, I can turn my mobile phone, my Android phone as a desktop, and I can able to browse all the applications and the size, right, of the WhatsApp, the applications, the features added for WhatsApp. Everything has been updated. Initially, it was only I can share message to the known person. I have to store their number. Then only I have to do it. Now, if something is reflected in their contact, once I stored it in Google, I have been deleted that account. No problem. Easily I can retrieve the data from Telegram app. So Telegram, how many of newcomers joined? 10 years before I have reserved one person and registered one person name. Now I can able to retrieve the data, even though I do not have them in my contact list. So these are the new additions for every data. For WhatsApp, you can able to share initially only document, only photos, only camera. Now I can able to have what type of document itself I can decide. Whether it should be a PDF, whether it should be a PPT, anything I can able to do. And I can able to accommodate huge number of storage space, huge number of data with minimum storage. I can compress the data, I can enlarge the data, anything is feasible. So day by day, the advancements are going. So that technological development. So I am having an idea to develop, say for example, for coconut trees and all, there is no climber device to climb, only the human. So the loss of life of human is very high, risky. In order to avoid that, one student has found a new coconut tree climber machine. So the individual who is climbing the tree has to wear that jacket. He can able to go up. His life is secure. So we cannot able to give any negative enforcement on the life of the person. So by using that machine safely, he can climb the tree, he can pick coconuts, he can get down. So that is what. So any product, any idea which is not feasible. So for coconut tree climbing, it is not that person has identified with minimum cost. But I have plenty of people. So for all, I cannot give free of cost. And that machine costs around 1,500. A coconut tree climber might not be afford because once in a while only they will be getting job. They will not be getting job regularly. So why should I spend 1,500 on that? So any new producer, so you have to take care of your consumer in your mind that I am producing for a coconut tree climber. Will he or will she afford to buy the product or not? So I have to keep, and how can I able to provide sourcing? Can I able to provide funding option to them? So who will be providing funding? Who will be the deciding authority? Again, I can go and approach the municipality, the town panchayat, the corporation, greater corporation. So will you provide additional support or any support to the coconut tree climbers if I'm producing that product? So I have an idea. So I got a collaboration with the government. They will be providing funding to develop my prototype. And at last, I can able to provide a product for the layman, for the coconut tree climber. So this is what. So if they are not offered, someone who is in the ruling region, they want to provide the support. So directly my consumer is my coconut tree climber, but I want to take care of my customer. How about the government? Whether it is any private NGO or any company is able to do the CSR, so I have to check. So this is what the lean model canvas is all about. So with that lean models, I have got a strong business plan. Easily I can do. So new products, new technical advancement is happening. Day by day, we have AI, we have machine learning, we have robotics, we have drones, right? So to have security in our nation, border force security, for that and all, drones are available. Unmanned drones, unmanned aerial vehicles are available. So how can I make it? So any type I want to check. Am I feasible? So am I technically advanced or am I selling obsolete product? Based on that, I can able to approach my venture capital. So venture capital is speaking. Is it worthy? Is it be returnable? Is it be like I can able to source fund by investing on this product or not? So that comes the advantage. Generate employment. Obviously, you are able to create one entrepreneur. They may be able to create 100 employments. 5 entrepreneurs, minimum 500. So you can generate lot of employments by providing venture capital support to the valid idea. So then you can able to develop it. Another advantage. So economically you can do the gain. So personal income of the family will be risen. The advantages of product, the modification of the already existing product. Say for example, we have you may be aware about wet grinders. Okay, in before 20 years, it has been launched. It was huge in size. It is not compatible. Easily you cannot lift from one place to another place. It was invented by someone. Later on, lot of versions it has been varied. Now the wet grinder can be stored as a storage container, and you can easily move the wet grinder from wherever you go. And you can use the wet grinder to store a particular type of material. Like it can make flour, it can make vegetable. So multiple purpose I can able to serve with the help of a wet grinder. So flour making I can do, vegetable chopping I can do, juice maker in wet grinder itself. So instead of buying separate product, I can accommodate with only single product. So what about the feasibility of making this? Am I afford to make that? Or am I going to get any fund from external party? There comes the economic benefit. Now, investor oriented. Why should I invest on? Say, for example, Uber has launched, right? And Uber does not own even a single vehicle. Okay. So only the app, only the software is working, and they have got a tie-up with more number of brand. Say, for example, GSM support, they want to have Google Map facility, they want to have, okay, and they want to have tracker, they want to have, suppose, and what to say, and passenger is paying through Google Pay or Phone Pay or some other mode, they want to have banking connection with them. So while riding a vehicle, the rider has to check what about the comfortability of the passenger who I am taking care. So one Uber service has got linked with plenty. Okay, so if I'm making a call and getting a hired vehicle, So for telephone exchange, for a service provider also, they want to have a tie-up. Okay, based on that only, they are successfully doing. While launching, they have got only cab facility. Then they have got Uber rides, like Uber Auto, they have got, okay. Then they have got Uber Bike. Then they expanded that into Uber Eats, okay. Uber Outstation, Uber Eats. While traveling, I can place order, it will be getting delivered. So they want to have a connection with Swiggy. On social media, delivery partner, they want to have a target. They want to have a tie-up. So these are the scenarios I have to check for availing a service. So what about the rating for the driver who is coming and going to pick up? I can check. So if someone has given 3 rating or 2 rating, the service is not good, someone has rated, simply I can omit them. And I can cancel the ride, I can again book. These are the facilities are given. For canceling also, valid reasons are given. So while launching, they have got only cab services. Nowadays, they are doing all kind of service. Okay. And you can make Uber payment also. Online payment services also, they are providing. Like I can pay EB bill, I can pay water bill, right? So anything I can able to do with the help of Uber. Similar way, Amazon. Amazon have launched as a delivery partner. Now they have got, right? I can pay electricity bill, I can pay my house rent, I can pay anything can be done. All are feasible under one roof. This is what. So as an investor, I will think, why should I support your idea? Will I get valid return on investment? So while investing on this, what are all the back yucks and hurdles I'm going to face? How can I overcome the hurdles? Everything has to be discussed transparently. That is the advantage in terms of investor. So after earning profit, you have the profit earning potential only they will be investing. So till that, like EMI option, okay. After getting return on investment only, you are going to pay them. So they will be betterly investing on your idea. Then profit of venture capital company or venture capital funds. So portion of profit will be given to the venture capitalist. So if venture capital is doing 10 VC facilities, from each they will be getting some sort of commission. So they can also grow. So this is what in investment investors perspective. Then comes entrepreneur. So obviously you are able to generate employment opportunity. More number of employees can be accommodated so that the unemployment rate can be reduced. Then comes disadvantages of venture capital. Disadvantages might be it's a lengthy and complex process because you are not going to invest on day one, you are not going to get the return on day 30 or day 20. It will take more years. Guaranteedly, you will be investing, you will be getting return on investment. But it will take minimum 4 years or 5 years to get back your original investment. So it is a lengthy process. And you have to prepare a proposal. That proposal you want to pitch in front of the investor. They want to validate your proposal. They will be asking queries. If they are convinced only, they are going to launch it. So it is a lengthier process. It will take more number of years and months in some cases. Because if the investment is huge, it is needed more. It will take even years, 1 year or 2 years. So it is a lengthier process. During negotiation, before the confirmation of venture capitalist financing, what are the preliminary expenditure you are making, you want to pay it. But it will cost more. Okay. So that is one more bigger disadvantage of venture capitalists. Investors are the part owners of their business. They will not be having any autonomy. Any autonomy in the sense, they are dependent on the owner. Only they are investors. Only the idea owner is having the right to add investors or to reject investors. So they'll be having some kind of they'll be having some kind of fear. So when this time it is going on, you will be retained as a venture capitalist. Next time it is going on, you will not be working. You will be relieved simply. So these are the major disadvantages of venture capital. And these are the stages of venture capital. So first one, seed money. Most of the angel investment will be happening under the seed money stage only. So a minimum kind of money will be given as a gratitude, will be given as a token amount. So first you want to have some sort of seed money for starting your business, because when the venture capitalist is coming into picture means, unless until you are having a scope to earn, they will be coming to you. You are not having a scope, they will not be coming to you. So for gaining attraction or acceptance from venture capitalists, you have to go with the first stage, seed money stage. So minimum amount, say for example, for meeting the day-to-day expenditure, you will be given some amount. So that is the first stage of venture capital. And the second stage, you may have early stage entrepreneurs. Early stage in the sense, product is in prototype, product is in development, product is in simulation stage, but not yet finished. At that stage also, you can able to go with. So the second stage is early stage. Before launching the product into the customer, this is your stage, second stage. And the third one is funds financing for firm that's breaking even and it's contemplating an expansion project. So breaking even in the sense third round. So I give say for example, within 1 year you want to get. This is the break even, and after that profit should be completely gained. If I fixed in my third round, so they will be providing what to be done, what not to be done, how to avoid extra investment, how to avoid wastages. That awareness sessions will be given under third round of venture capitalism. Then comes, it will be launched as a startup. So you are working on to develop a prototype. Once prototype is done, then original stage of venture capitalist, that is manufacturing and early sales fund. You will start to send fund. You have to start to sell your idea. And fourth round, so overall invested on that firm, they will be getting the return on investment in the last stage. So these are the 6 major stages of venture capital. So how it works? Mostly venture capitalists are larger investment institutions. Say, for example, we have IIF, India Infoline Limited. This particular company has been providing venture capital support to more than 350 companies, 350 startups. So you have to seek attention on how to get funding from angel investors or from large investment institutions like IIFL or some other companies, okay, or any other financial institution. And they have to, after the business, they will surely expect high rate on investment or return on investment. Because compared to other two, so what about my condition? What about my stage? So you have to tell them you can expect very high return on investment and the potentiality. So once they have closed their VC options, that is 5 years alone, they have given a guarantee. After 5 years, they will be publishing that venture capitalist agreement as IPO or initial public offering, or else they will be simply going for acquisition or closing down of the operation. So these are the rules or background check you want to check or you want to do before approaching a venture capitalist. So these are the major functions of venture capitalists. So they will be fill the owner's fund in relation to the type of product produced. So which suppose if I'm providing venture capitalist support, I am from agri-based industry. So can I able to fund for the same agri-based industry or any other kind of industry? I want to check. So the first one is filling the gap of owner's fund in relation to the quantum of equity required to support the successful launching of business. So my venture capital should relevant to the field where I am working. Maximum or mandatorily, they have to work with the same field. But in some scenario, in reality, practically, you cannot able to expect this should not be happen. Okay. So that is what the basic function of venture capitalists. And they will assist the entrepreneurs in locating, interviewing, and employing corporate achievers to professionalize the firm. So how to professionalize the firm? So they want to check. Okay. Then comes angel financing. So angel investors, again, they provide financial backing for small startup or entrepreneur. Whereas angel investors might be for less than a year, providing funding. They may be originated from families and friends or neighbors or relatives. So they will not be coming from outside background. So we have Arun Mittal. Okay. So this particular person who was doing steel related companies, steel related products. So he has launched an R&D setup to launch how to get steel related funding. So some way they are related, either they should be in the particular committee scenario or they should be in what to say, any technical features like higher officials. So you want to check. That is the kind of angel investor. So they provide financial backing for small startup or entrepreneur. And angel investors are usually found among an entrepreneur, family, and friends. This is what I said. So the capital they provide can be one-time injection of money or ongoing support to carry the company through difficult time. Again, it is for only one time. Okay. So they have to provide for minimum period of time, less than a year, and only one time they will be providing as a seed money. It will not be for more lifetime. Whereas venture capitalists, for each stage of business, they will be readily providing fund, and it is not a single person. Plenty of persons can able to provide funding option to that particular single company. And they are not being a part of the family or friends. They will be coming out different background, different setup, different environment. Okay, so that is what the angel financing is coming about. So these are all the persons are angels. So they expect a financial return, believe in giving back to their communities. Say, for example, one particular millionaire might be originated from an interior village. They will be promoting their village. After coming into good position, they will be promoting their village people. They will be giving employment to their own village. They will be safeguarding their village. So that they are called as angel investors. So they expect a financial return. They will be giving back to their communities. Communities in the sense, the society where they are belonging. So if they are participating in any event, they are getting any prize for that event. So immediately they will be donating to their society for their treatment or for their CSR. Okay. So they'll believe and giving back to their communities. They invest locally and regionally. Locally, and some cases they will be investing on global market also or global scenario also. So then they participate in the investment process. Obviously, they'll be monitoring your progress so long. When you are having a support during tough time, they'll be coming out. They'll be giving us report. Then showing interest in personal relationship and identifying companies and employees and guiding to 10 entrepreneurs. So they are called as angel investors. Minimum 10 support they will be providing. So they'll be giving mentoring guidance, financial support also will be provided on a short span, and minimum one particular angel can provide at least startup support to 10 entrepreneurs. This is mandatory. They can provide multiple number of support, but minimum they want to have. So, and they should have guidance in both sense, physically, mentally, logically, as well emotionally. They can provide guidance to their entrepreneurs. So the angel investors are providing early stage investment. So at the launch of product, they might not be checking about return on investment feature and all. Am I going to get any return on investment? So that only I will be investing on you, nothing else. They will not be evaluating even too. At the start stage of the project, at the start stage of startup, they will be giving a fund option, and they invest smaller amounts as per investment, partially fill funding gap left by venture capitalists. Small funding option, what has been expected by venture capitalists, they will be doing it. Okay. Then invest on individual wealth, they can tolerate loss of entire investment. Even because it is in the early stage of startup, they are providing it as a seed money to their family member, to their neighbor, to their relatives. So even it can be a loss, they can able to tolerate because it has not been consumed with huge amount of investment, only lesser investment. So these are the major attributes of angel investors. Any